NBA 2K has always prided itself on having the most advanced gameplay systems in all of sports gaming.
And one of our gameplay producers, you might know him as Dazar, is here to go over some of the play calling basics that you can use in your game.
Hashtag SimNation, the president has arrived.
Take it away, Czar.
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Houston Rockets.
Get hip or get stuck.
Let's meet the visiting team, Houston Rockets. At power forward, PJ Tucker. At center, Clint Capella. At point guard, Russell Westbrook. At the other guard position, James Harden. At the other forward position, Aziz Shakur. The head coach of the visiting team is Mike D'Antoni.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's Jazz starting lineup.
Starting at power forward, standing 6'8", number 22, Jeff Green. The other forward position, standing 6'8", number 2, Joe Ingles. At the point guard position, 6 feet 1 inches, number 10, Michael Conley. The other guard, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 45, Donovan Mitchell. In the middle, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 27, Rudy Gobert. The head coach of your Hawks is Jim Snyder. Ladies and gentlemen, your Utah Jazz.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is fearless on the court and with his sense of fashion. Growing up around Los Angeles, he said, I felt like every day was the first day of school. That's how it was the minute I woke up. And guys, he's starting to release his own lines of clothing and accessories. I have a couple in my closet. Back to you.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And it's a nice month he's having. Something's got him motivated. He's become a much bigger contributor offensively. He's settled into the kind of groove that every player wants to get in.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Shakur in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Green plays the 4 with Gobert at center. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Doris, the depth of talent for these two teams, a real point of pride for both.
Well, I think both of these front offices take extraordinary pride, Kevin, in their ability to surround their star players, and you have to have stars. But the key is the guys around them. What is their fit? Do they complement the stars' greatest attributes? That is the measure of a great front office.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. Capella. Gobert with the defensive effort. And it's Utah's ball. Conley scanning the floor. To the paint. Green breaking loose, and Gobert with the basket on the assist from Conley.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
From deep, Harden, it's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
On the wing, Ingles. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Shakur kicks to Westbrook. No good from outside. Now here's Green. Not a lot of room. Pass to Conley. Capella against Gobert. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Harden. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Harden's got 5.
And an offensive master at work. Harden has figured out every way to take advantage of a defense.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Shorty. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for Houston.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now here's Conley. Ingles can't get it to go.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, Greg, you want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Greg, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
And here, late in the season, a good time now to follow up on our Rookie of the Year race. Which young players have separated themselves as the best of the bunch? And you look at Shorty all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
It's got to be him, Greg. In a season where we have a ton of worthy candidates, he has been the most outstanding by far.
Conley against Westbrook. Passes it to Gobert. Kicks it to Ingles. With the teardrop, and Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert. Here is Shakur. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert.
They get the rebound, and it's Houston's ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Conley against Westbrook. Conley kicks to Ingles. A steal. And it's Houston on the break. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Another miss by Utah.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Short. and Capella sends it back. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now, here's Mitchell. 20 points for him last game against San Antonio.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Utah calls timeout. A couple teams now, Doris, slumping here in the middle of the season. How can they avoid lengthy cold streaks, the absence of wind?
Yeah, I think this is where veteran leadership can become such an integral part of the success over the course of a long season. This is the point when you start to lose games, you can sort of break apart and splinter, and that is where that veteran leadership in the locker room, just to keep everybody unified, can be so critical.
Now here's Conley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. They need this, and Mitchell with the layup.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
There's the pass to Shakur. The rebound by the Jazz.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Gobert. Green dishes to Gobert. It's deflected. But they get it back. And it's Shorty with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jazz passing it around. And the three ball is good.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
There's Shakur. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And there's the call. Utah the foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Free throw good, Shakur. The Jazz making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Both free throws good from Shorty. Well, Doris, you look at Joe Ingles. He's quietly become one of the better small forwards in the NBA.
And he is the prototypical don't judge a book by its cover, because they call him slow-mo Joe or average Joe. But dig a little bit deeper. This guy is a quality playmaker and a knockdown shooter. Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass earning an additional opportunity.
Shakur passes to Tucker. Green against Capella. Here's Shakur. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 13. Bogdanovich with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Bogdanovich finds Mitchell. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
The basket by Shakur.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Conley against Westbrook. Lets a floater go, and Capella sends it back, but he gets it back. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Ooh. Oh, that's unbelievable.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Now, here's Bogdanovich. No points in the game yet for him, and it's Shorty with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Jazz, Bielitsa. He checks in for Green, and it's Moutier in for Donovan Mitchell. Houston also making some changes. Jonas Jerebko's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Green in for James Harden. Here's Gobert. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
And here's Conley outside. He can't hit that time. And Houston the other way now. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Moutier. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Interesting story about Rudy Gobert. He was an excellent student in high school, but he was getting into physical fights. So what does his mom do? Play sports, my son. Track and field, martial arts, even ping pong. What I love, though, is he has not lost that tough disposition.
And Utah making a change here. Exum's checked in. Gordon's checked in for the Rockets. Here is Shakur. 16 points for him. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And Doris, especially at that center position. You know, GMs like a player with a fighting spirit.
Rudy Gobert plays with a chip on his shoulder and a competitive spirit. A lot of 7-footers, Kevin, play the game simply because of their size. Rudy Gobert wants to be great.
Free throw good, Shakur. Here's Moutier. And the layup's good off the glass.
This is a strength of Moutier's, right? Get into the lane, put your speed to good use.
Here's Shakur. Down and drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And stolen by Gordon. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Oh,
goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
And how about the look at the midair theatric switching hands before the slam?
Wow, added just a touch of class to that throwdown. Now here's Gobert. 8 points for him. That's tipped.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Jazz trail by 20. Here's Moutier. It's rebounded by Shorty. And it's the Rockets on the break. Rebounded by Exum. Utah has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Shakur kicks to Chandler. High post try, and Green gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Jazz shooting in the early going here, pretty dreadful, 22%. And stolen by Gordon. It's stolen by Moutier. And here we go, fast break. Moutier's got it. Here's Exum. Green with the block. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Gobert with the block. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Moutier, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Moutier certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
The free throw good from... And the Jazz with possession here. Green dishes to Conley. Teardrop shot. Rebounded by Shorty. Shorty's got 4 rebounds in this game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. At the forward slots, it's Bogdanovich and Ingles. And it's Green in at the center. That's the group right now for Utah. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Shorty in his last game out against the Warriors was outstanding. He scored an amazing number of points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
And Greg, let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Here's Mitchell after Clint Capella's bucket. Green kicks to Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Tucker. And pushing it up is Houston Rockets again in transition.
Boy, that's intelligence and effort from Tucker. Picking the ball cleanly, igniting the fast break.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. Green passes to Mitchell. Conley against Westbrook. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Will it go? Misses off the right iron.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they he did not.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now, here's Green. 11 points for him in that last game against San Antonio. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Mitchell. Bogdanovich has got his first basket of the night. Westbrook kicks to Shakur. It's good. Shorty's got 27.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Mitchell with it. He has 7. Outside Conley. And he's good on the 3-ball. Conley's got 6.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
The shot by Shakur, no good. Over Green. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. 5th, the Jazz.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Pass to Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Houston.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here is Conley after the made shot from Shorter. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
The offensive rebound. Here is Shakur. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Utah has gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Down low, Ingles, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Passes to Shakur. Over Bogdanovich. And that one hits back iron.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Poked away. Here's Ingles. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination. Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Conley against Westbrook. Green deciding where to go with it. Bogdanovich wide open. And again, it's the Jazz from deep. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
Here's Conley after the made shot from Shorty. Conley's shot is off.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
And the dunk by Capella.
Well, just incredible instincts from Russell Westbrook. How about that pass? On time, on target, make it easy.
Westbrook against Conley. Outside, Green. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Conley, and Utah again with the bucket.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
Shakur passes to Tucker, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Tucker's got his second basket of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Shakur kicks to Capella. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. And so it's Houston with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we...
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from Shorty in this one.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Shakur in at the 3 spot. He kicks it to Westbrook. Capella, the pass to Shakur. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Count it, good. Tucker's got 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Conley against Westbrook. Conley finds Gobert. Back to Conley. The pass to Mitchell. Takes a 3. The shot misses.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Harden inside the 3-point line. Good work defensively by Conley.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Gobert dishes to Ingles. No doubt passing is a premium for this team game of the NBA. We love the individual star power, but it is a team game. Are there any playmakers out there that don't get, Doris, you think, enough credit for all that they do for their team?
Well, the first guy that comes to mind is a man that Steve Kerr described as probably the smartest single basketball player he has ever been around, and that's Andre Iguodala. The numbers in terms of his scoring, obviously not eye-popping, but his incredible defense and then his elite passing skills have been so critical to so many championship teams.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz, DA. Thank you. Bielitsa, he checks in for the Jazz. And a switch here also for Houston. Jerebko's checked in.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Conley, the pass to Bielitsa. A floater, and Mitchell with the nice bucket inside. Mitchell's got 11 points.
I tell you, at times, guarding Donovan Mitchell has got to feel overwhelming defensively. When he starts to go with the floater, look out.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Conley finds Gobert. Pass to Mitchell. James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 5 rebounds tonight and stolen by Bielitsa. And now Utah, fast break. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Gobert, trains it from 9 feet away. He's got 12.
It's always a bonus when Rudy Gobert gets hot on the offensive end. This guy is doing a good job getting to his spots and capitalizing.
The basket by Shakur.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Westbrook against Conley. Mitchell right side. Over to the wing. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. Cans it from downtown.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
It's good.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
Kicks to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
Westbrook passes to Shakur. Floats one up. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Westbrook against Conley. Here's Green. That one, no good. And it's Houston the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Good work there as it goes. Jerebko's got 9.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Inside, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, that is just too easy. As Gobert gets this close, forget about it.
Passes it to Shakur. Capella trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
And the first one drops. And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. O'Neal's checked in for Green. Moutier comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Dante Exum in for Mike Conley. Exum deciding where to go with it. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up.
Have to be very careful when you're guarding Gordon. He's adept at putting pressure on the defense.
Well, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon...
Jazz with some changes. Joe Ingles comes in for Bjelica. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Royce O'Neal. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Shorty comes in for McLemore. And one of those glue guys, Joe Ingles. Doris, talk about what he's brought to the table.
Oh, he brings so much to the table. Joe is an excellent shooter and passer. Mentally, he's got a great IQ. He's a leader, a communicator. And I'll say this to you, on the defensive end, they typically give him a very tough guard.
Moutier finds Gobert. Moutier against Green. Ball's knocked loose. Left side, Gordon. The shot will not fall. Utah's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Exum with it. He's against Gordon. Here's Moutier. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, this to me is the critical aspect that Emmanuel Moutier must develop. Can he knock down three-point shots? He does so there.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The Rockets have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And the first one at the line is good.
No, make no mistake, guys. One of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Westbrook comes in for Gordon. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Defense right on him. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Lets it go with a 3. And he recovers it. And so it's the Houston Rockets rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Rockets shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. They've got O'Neal. Bradley is out there with Exum. And it's Niang in at the 4-man position. That's the group right now for Utah. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Oni, marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. It's stolen by Bradley. It's Bradley on the wing. Now O'Neal. And it's blocked. But they'll get another chance. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jonas Jerebko's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's James Harden in for Gerald Green. And the turnover again by Houston. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Exum passes to Bradley. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansion cities?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now, not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Right wing. Mitchell against Harden. Just 5 to shoot. The pass to Shakur. Houston needs to get a shot off. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Gobert pulls it in.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Oh, my goodness. Russell Westbrook twice on the pipe sends that shot back. My goodness.
Shakur dishes to Harden. It's stolen by Gobert. High arcing shot. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Russell Westbrook. First free throw is good.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
And another one.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Mitchell looking it over. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Green breaking loose. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Gobert. Gobert's got 3 assists tonight. Rockets leading by 18. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Back to Bogdanovich from deep. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. You know, Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure, but it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
Mitchell finds Gobert. No good with the triple.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Mitchell is doubled. To the middle, here's Conley. Makes it off the glass. Conley's got 4 this quarter.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And here is Jerebko. He dishes it to Westbrook. The 3 from Harden. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And that's 21 points for James Harden.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Conley. Mitchell outside. And Utah again with the bucket.
When you think pure scorer, one of the guys that comes to mind, as young as he is, Donovan Mitchell.
Here's Shakur. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And Utah making a change here. Bielitz is checked in. And then for Houston, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Chandler comes in for Jonas Jerebko. And it's Ben McLemore in for James Harden. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Up top, Gobert. Bogdanovich left side. Pass to Conley. 3-pointer. They get it again. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Well, Gobert has settled in his ability to get to the free throw line. I'll tell you, he is excellent at getting physical with the defense and drawing contact.
Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have 2 candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
O'Neal's checked in for Bogdanovich. Shots good by McLemore.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
And Bielitz kicks to Mitchell. And he banks in the layup. Mitchell's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, it's a level of concentration that has to happen for you to finish through contact. Donovan Mitchell doing work.
Pass to Gordon. To the right side. Here's Shakur. Houston with a new 14. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Monday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching most of their opponents if they can avoid that pitfall of playing down to the level of the competition. But that's easier said than done. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Shakur. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A different look for Utah. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Bielitz. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal, and it's Mike Conley in for Moutier. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Hartenstein. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chandler. James Harden, he's checked in for Gordon. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for McLemore. Now here's Gobert. 5 to shoot from deep Ingles. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And they're moving it up. The shot by Shakur, no good. Utah has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Conley finds Mitchell to the inside. Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Harden outside. Here is Shakur. Covered by Mitchell. For three, Westbrook. Utah with the rebound.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Westbrook with the steal. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And it's Shorty with the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Boy, plenty of time left on the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his fourth foul now.
On defense, Houston. Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, you know, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Harden. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. On the wing, Mitchell. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Capella. Clark comes in for P.J. Tucker. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Ben McLemore in for Russell Westbrook.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Doris, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Houston.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shorty.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Free throw good, Shakur. Both free throws good from Shorty. So it's Utah now. Bielitsa passes to Niang. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Here's Niang. Bielitsa inside. Here's Bradley. It's tipped, and they get it back. Niang, no good. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's McLemore. It's deflected, but they recover it. Second shot opportunity, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call, Utah the foul. And he knocks down the first one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And here are the Jazz now. Oni, defended by Gordon. Here's Niang. Oni off the mark. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to catch up with our special postgame guest.
Hey, Shaq here. Another game, another double-double. If you had to choose, which is the greater value to this team, your passing or your scoring?
I don't know, Shaq, man. I have to say my passing and my scoring. I mean, they go together, so how do you pick? That's like asking someone which one of their 2 children are their favorite. That's just something you don't do, you know what I'm saying? But I've learned that from a personal experience. You don't go down that road.
Well, I have 6 kids, and my daughters are my favorites.
And that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaq, for the Jet, for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We will see you again soon.
One of the better stories from the past week or so has been the excellent play of my man Che.
Killing the game, Hank.
Truly, it's hard to find fault with any of his game right now. Obviously, the bulk of his credit goes to him for working hard and building on his natural talents. But I got to give a huge shout out to the developmental staff.
Big win tonight.
These guys are some of the best developmental coaches in the league, and it shows. They're always looking for new techniques, but they're not afraid to rely on time-tested formulas either. It's really the best of both worlds, and it's paying off big time.
Did they do that thing with the strobe lights?
Oh, that thing that Steph does?
Yeah, to help with their shooting?
It's a great question, Mona. You know what? I'm not sure. I'm going to ask around, see what I can find out. Oh, look at that. It's actually time for us to take a quick commercial break. And we'll be back with more on Che and his hot play. You're listening to Hank the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, what you working on? Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hey, I'll see you later.
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today.
I got your help side. Step back.
Hey, hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hey, come around.
See you later.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.